Welcome to another episode of Aggressive Beauty Podcast, where beauty is pain and so is the truth. What's up, Jazz?
Hello, Brooklyn.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Thank you so much for tuning in to the podcast. We are on episode number 7. You know, I slick wanted to show my nails, low-key.
Exactly.
but yeah, we're on episode number 7. Y'all gonna be so sad. We almost done, y'all. We almost done. Y'all gonna miss us. But today we are talking about, of course, relationships and just how to support each other and make sure that you're being supported in the relationship as well. That's what we're talking about today. But make sure you guys go catch up on all the other episodes, everything else that we've been talking about on YouTube. Subscribe, like, share to your mama, your daddy, your friends, all that good stuff. So everybody could tune in. Also, look up the Instagram page, Aggressive Beauty _. A lot of funny shit on there. A little bit of tea. So yeah. So before we go ahead and I had to throw that to you guys before we go ahead and kick the episode off. As far as the topic in us supporting each other. We also want to make sure that we're going to also cover like friendships too, just supporting your significant other and friendships and significant other, sorry. But man, y'all, we sick. You see this? Did you see my friend sipping her tea? I don't even know how this even happened. Like literally, you told me some shit. I feel like I caught it through the computer, and then next thing I know, I was sick, and I was like, and then you hit me up like, bro, what's up? And I'm like,
hey, patient zero, Jax, running around here sick, and I was like, oh, I got the strong mommy immune system. I ain't got sick. I'm out here living, being great or whatever.
You normally don't get sick either.
Down bad. I know, right? Down bad. Yeah, I did text you. I was like, bitch, I'm tired. Like my nose running. You were like, I am sick as a dog.
Why is like, that? That's so weird. We ain't even been around each other. I mean, dang. Then I had to hear people say, oh, you out in them streets, enjoy your life. I'm like, nah, bro, I don't even go out during the week. I don't know what happened. So
it wasn't me.
It was not. But you know, we're going to be here to support each other still. Right. You know, you see that?
Use us for the sniffles, the coughing, the sneezing, whatever may occur. We're trying to be as professional as possible about it.
Absolutely. We're going to stay consistent and keep on pushing through. So, but anyways, so we're talking about supporting each other in relationships. Basically, how do you feel about that? So you're in a relationship, it's good, you're in love, you know the beginning stages, like you really zone people out. Like you're just in love, like in love with love. I know that I'm just like a real lovey-dovey person. So like I'm in love with love, and I'm like, I'll get to my friend later. I'm gonna holler at you later, my mama. But I have found myself doing that. Do you feel like you've ever done that, like while you're in a relationship, not just talking to people, but like actually serious about somebody?
Oh, yeah. I would say during talking stages, I'm still really good about interacting with family and friends. But then once it becomes like solidified, I feel like a lot of the time you and that person are really trying to find your groove. And while you're doing that, yeah, you do kind of like shut other people out a little bit. I will say I don't ever do that intentionally. I've had friends who've had to like kind of call me out and be like, bitch, I ain't seen you and so you all up under da 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 da. And I'll be like, you know what, you show right, my bad, bro. Because I will say what I don't lose is like myself, right? Like, so I will be dating somebody, but I'll always make sure that I have like my time for myself, time for my son, obviously. But in the midst of that though, like I can forget that, I haven't seen my friends or been out, right, with friends in a couple of weeks or whatever. It's different a little bit because you're like, oh, I know what's going on in her life. I see her stories all the time, or, we chatting on the phone, text here and there or whatever. But it's different, like really trying to maintain that bond when you are like entrenched with somebody. I think over time it's gotten better for me, where I am very purposeful in my time with my friends. Excuse me. Very purposeful in my time with my friends. And then with the relationship, I always make sure that they understand that too. So my friends don't necessarily need to be your friends. You need to have your time or whatever, and vice versa.
Um, I actually feel like I feel like I have lost myself actually in a relationship, that that's not necessarily a good thing, but it's very common for people to do, to lose themselves. I mean, um, but you would really end up focusing on that person so much and just making sure that they're happy and you guys are learning each other and spending time together. And it's literally, I have done that to where like I will just zone in on to what my current situation, what's in front of me, versus, and I will often like sacrifice the things that I normally do or the things that I'm interested in to be like, you know what, I'm kind of more interested in you right now. So I think I'm gonna skip the gym. I'm not gonna do that. Or, I'm not gonna record the podcast today. Or, you know what I mean? Just little stuff like that. And that's never good because it's almost like you're investing so much time into somebody and expecting them to fulfill all the things that once made you happy. You're depending on that one person for that happiness at that point because, you were doing things, making yourself happy. You had your own, life outside of this person beforehand. And then once you're in a relationship with them and you're so focused on them, you kind of forget about those things. And I feel like I have gotten caught up in a situation like that before. So definitely kudos to you for not losing yourself, because it's not a good feeling afterwards when you realize that over time that is exactly what has happened to you. Um, so yeah, and I feel like you should definitely be with people that support you to go out with your friends, support you spending time with your family. Because, sometimes you have those toxic relationships to where, oh, well, I just want you to myself. I don't want you to go with your friends. I don't want you to see your family. I'm going to go too. No space. Some people are smothered. Some people are smothered and some people like that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm the type of person where I do like that shit. Like if you want to do everything with me, that's cool. But, over time, you're like, damn, I really didn't make time for me. Like, I didn't do that for me. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's like really important for you to have some type of balance in your relationships with your significant other, and very important for them to support your happiness. Um, it's just very important. So I think one of the things everybody needs to have when you're in a relationship is your alone time. I love my alone time. Like I just find peace. Like I can't even say, I don't even know what it's.
Excuse me.
I feel like it's just my alone time. I don't even know what the fuck I be doing, bitch. I describe it to people like this. I like to just be.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What do you do? Like if you have your alone time to yourself, no social media.
So you know me. If I get my alone time, I'm in there cooking, like just trying to listen to some music, cook, have a drink, just chill out, maybe find something on Netflix. I just want to do whatever my heart desires. Honestly, yeah. Normally that does include like unplugging from a phone. Like I'm not trying to go through any social medias, like you said. I've faithfully got my D&D on my do not disturb.
I'm glad that you do that because I've started doing that and it's good. It's so good to not have the notifications going off, not feeling like you have to constantly check. Like, that is something good that you showed me for real. Like, I love that.
I'm quick with it. And I was introduced to that by like from my girlfriend. I was like, because then you got the whole thing on there where it's like there's a spot if you do text, it says notify anyway, and then make a nigga double check. It's like, is this important enough to break the D&D? Do I notify it away? It ain't that important. I can wait. It's like, yes, you can. And any other time you would not feel that way. You'd be like, damn, so and so ain't hit me up. So it's like a nice little buffer.
Yeah.
To not have to really, chat with people if they got an iPhone. Now, you Android users, it don't pop up for y'all niggas, unfortunately. But
I don't even know where y'all got that. You skeptical. You text somebody like, it's green?
Right, devastated.
Right, I'm sad. I ain't just gonna X you out, but dang.
You already are. It's like you got two
limited on a lot. This is limited so many things you don't even know. Right. Just because you got this Android. But girl.
Yeah. So that's what I try to do in my alone time. Just kind of recenter, think about whatever it is that I need to do, moving forward. Am I where I want to, girl? I'd be all in my head. So yeah.
I hate being in my head because I feel like, that saying where time just waits for no one. Literally, it's always something that you have to do. I'm always thinking about something. I have something coming up, something. Like, it could be something stupid. I'm in the shower. I'm trying to relax, just wash my little hair. I'm like, I got to get Cameron some body wash. Like, I'm thinking just all this little stuff. Like, I just have to do it. I'm like, boy, it's constant. It's never a chill, just chill. So it's definitely important for everybody to have like their alone time and just do what the fuck you want to do in that time. And then it's also really good to have time, with your friends. I know that being around you and Ice, like, that's therapeutic too. You know what I'm saying? Because you do have so much time to yourself sometimes. And then you're like, man, like, you might feel a certain way. I go through my stages to where like I be sad one day or I be, so, but then when I get around y'all and y'all don't even know what's going on. And then everything shifts and I'm like, look at my people, man. Look at they be coming through. They don't even know they be coming through. Right. So I don't know. It's something about being your friend, like being your friend. Being a friend. Go do it. But it's something about like just being around your friends that are so like uplifting. If you have the right type of friends, I have really positive friends. Hopefully everybody has positive friends, and to kind of get your mind off any like bullshit you might be going through or thinking about, just, so you can, just relax and take your mind off of stuff. So it's really important to have that. And if you have any issues with relationships, again, that's why you need the friends. You need the positive friends, not the ones that's going, shit on your stuff, but like the ones that's literally encouraging at all times. So I feel like the friends, having your friends and stuff like that is really important as well. So one thing that I did want to touch on is when we're talking about friendships, platonic friendships, and we're talking about opposite sex. And I mentioned to you before, like, and I've had this conversation many times, and I mean, I just feel how I feel about it. But like the relationships, I know like when I am in a relationship, my significant other does not like me to be friends with the opposite sex.
And I hate them. I'll be mad as fuck at them.
So I never understood that, right? I've had people explain it to me. I get it. I get what you're saying. I don't care too much about it, but I understand what you're saying. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, but then on the other hand, my significant other, like, I don't need you to have friends of the opposite sex. Like, you can't have the homegirls. I know that's it is double standard. They do it to us all the time. They don't. Okay. So, but I just don't want my significant other to have friends of the opposite sex, but I feel like I should. And I know you don't agree with that shit. So go on, say what you gotta say.
So no, I do not.
Go say what you gotta say.
I am fully aware that I enjoy, friends of all sexes, just like I am romantic with all sexes. So, with that being said, I would say my boundary that has been, tap danced on a little bit as of late is individuals who have had like any type of kisses or sex or like whatever with their friends, because that feels like a different level. Like none of the people that I consider friends like that have I like fucked with. You see what I'm saying? And so with that, yeah, bitch, I see your face. Go ahead, run through the list, nigga. Run through the list. None of the homies. No. So
you're thinking like,
yeah, run through it. So with that in mind, it's like if I had a partner who was like, oh, well, you were, intimate with so-and-so, so I don't really feel comfortable with that. I could understand that because that's how I feel. So I've had people that's like, oh, we're not on that anymore, I'm gonna still feel some type of way. I do my best to keep it player and be like, I would try to be cool and let you do your thing, but my nonverbals are strong. And so if you have me around them, I'm gonna feel some type of way.
And that's another thing. Once you get around them, you can kind of tell.
You really tell what's going on. And now I will say I've had multiple experiences, right? Where I've had somebody who was really like upfront about it and was like, I really don't want you to feel no type of way, And like that was okay. Like that was fine or whatever. It didn't feel like no disrespect. But then you have other people who, even though they're not fucking around anymore, it feels like they're trying to hold competition. And I'm like, you're not that girl. Come on.
Trying to be cute and all that shit.
Right. I was like, because that slick shit gonna get you in trouble and gonna get them in trouble. So it's like, hey, you better put that bitch back on her leash. Because I don't understand what's going on. And I don't like being in an environment where I don't understand what's going on either. So that's the other part where it's like, I know I'm not crazy. I feel something right here. You better tell me what's going on before I start asking about what's going on, and not to you because you've already had your opportunity. So are you friends? Are you fucked before friend? Like, let me know so I don't look silly coming into an environment. It's not to start nothing off top, but don't have me anxious. Like I feel and I know I'm not crazy. What's going on?
Have you ever had a man in a situation with another dude, like they're in the same, vicinity to where like shit is off and you like, shit, maybe I should say something. I ain't gonna say nothing yet.
Be more specific about what you're talking about.
Like, okay, let me give you my example. let me just go and throw myself under the bus there. Yeah, no, so it was a guy. Like I was cool with or whatever, and we used to mess around, but we was cool as fuck, right? Now, I can't necessarily say that's my homeboy or some shit like that because the people I call my homeboy and I kick it with and shit like that, like, I don't fuck with them. So I wouldn't say that about him. He was just a really good friend to me and we had a sexual relationship.
Right.
So he came to Dallas and brought his girl and I had my homeboy and it was awkward as fuck. But when they came to Dallas, they came over to my place and Cam's dad is there. So I didn't know that he was going to actually like come to my fucking place, like open, like come in, you know what I'm saying? Like come upstairs. They're just going to wait in the car. I'll be down there. You know what I mean? Cause I don't like that because he don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I was feeling like really, really awkward. Like, why the fuck? I felt so bad because I'm just not that bitch for that. Like, and I know people don't have no conscience and they be like, but you came up and you was like, hey, how you doing? And I was thinking like, he don't know. He do not know that.
You should put that up better. I'm putting that on you.
You said what? I know.
Put that up better.
It was terrible. It was terrible. It didn't go terribly, but I felt a way about it. Like that's just how my conscience be set up for those type of scenarios. So like that's what I'm saying. Like being in an awkward situation. Have you been in like an awkward situation like that? But like you were the center of it. You see how I was the center of that
it
shit?
was the problem. Honestly, no, I've never had my people like in the same.
Look at you thinking hard, did a hoe. She thinking hard, did a hoe.
I was never in a relationship with somebody. Who were all in the same room. I was never like that. I will say that. Look, my nose running and shit. It's like, hey, thinking too hard over there. No, I was never in that situation where I was in a relationship with somebody and felt like, I owed one or the other.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I've just been in some weird shit. Like, and that kind of right there, like, I'm like, this is why this nigga talking about some no homeboy type shit, because it's bullshit like this. But you ain't no homeboy like that. Like, you wouldn't
not one of those.
Here. You wouldn't supposed to be here.
Semantics.
You said what?
You with the semantics. That's why he can trust it. It's like, is this a friend or friend? Oh, it's too much. You sound like I am gonna spend
But people also pick up on stuff though. So once Kim has actually seen me around my homeboys, my actual homeboys, he's like, okay, ain't no way, ain't no way, it ain't gonna happen. But absolutely, but as far as like guys, so this is what I have going on in my mind. I will argue that I can have homeboys. And the reason being, and they'll be like, well, your homeboy could hit on you, or, or maybe they try to talk to you at one point, this and that, or maybe they was attracted to you at one point. And then somebody else mentioned to me that there is something that you like about your homeboy as a person. So you could potentially be attracted to, a characteristic or, something like that with the homeboy. And I said, you got something there. Not no sexual shit, but you got something there. Cause I have some stand-up fucking homeboys. Like they take care of their damn family. They take care of their kids. I ain't got no homeboys that's some sorry motherfuckers. So, and if I couldn't be friends with that, cause we've even talked about dating dudes that don't take care of their kids. Like that's unattractive as fuck.
Right.
So, just like little scenarios like that. But I feel like at the end of the day, who ultimately has to say so if I fuck around?
You.
I do. Or it's going to be right? Okay, it's going to be right. So I am choosing. You have to trust me. I'm the person that you're going to be trusting with these people, right? Now, niggas, I'll tell you how niggas is though. Niggas, they got homegirls and they will fuck their homegirls. We've heard it, bro. Like we have literally heard that shit to where we have had homeboys all we was cool with the niggas more than the bitches anyway. So like we have seen it, like they haven't tried to fuck. They won't try to fuck you. Like, I smash Jasmine, bro. I'll get Jazz. Come on, man. They gonna do it. They gonna try it. You know what I'm saying? If they were given the opportunity, they'll do the shit. You won't though, right?
Right.
You can have homeboys then, baby. You can have homeboys. You can have them. So that's just my little take on it. Niggas, I don't know about all that. You can't.
So is that the same if it was like men who like men and women who like women? Like, so are they okay with the opposite sex or same sex friendships?
I hadn't thought about that. I mean, at the end of the day, you have to see what type of person that is. Is they thinking like a nigga? Or is they thinking like? Is they thinking like a nigga? Or thinking like a female? Like, what? You have to see. It's gonna depend on the person, because even dudes, I don't know. Like that's my experience in the relationships that I've been in. When I talk to people about stuff and they slip up and say little stuff, and I be like, see, that's why you can't have no homegirl right there. That way right there. But no, I'm not cool with that. But I understand it's a double standard, but it'd be like that sometimes. We get that short end of the stick all the time anyway. So
Well, that's why I just say, like, I'm fine with people being friends with whoever across the board, as long as you haven't had sex with them. And so,
what if they had what if they say they have never had sex with them? No, what they tell you they've never had sex with them, they have.
So they lie to me?
Yeah. But you don't know. You don't know.
So what is the question? If I don't know, then I don't know. But if I end up finding out, that's the problem.
Well, they shouldn't have had you shouldn't have had them around no motherfucking homegirls. See there? They could avoid all that lying and all that. We just ain't gonna do it.
I'm not trying to isolate nobody. Like, I'm fine with you have friends.
No, you can have homeboys.
It's a little iffy for me if you've had sex with them. And so at that point, I'm just like, I ain't trying to control nobody, but I would hope that you would limit your interactions with these motherfuckers. Because
most importantly,
get petty.
And if I can't meet them, that's a red flag. If I don't meet them, like that's weird as hell.
Yeah.
Like I should be meeting them if that's the case. So
if they're really your friend, right?
Absolutely. Okay. So we also want to discuss as far as like when you're in a relationship, just growing independently in your relationship. And that goes back to what I was saying as far as like just making yourself happy. That's something my cousin actually said to me recently, like, bitch, you need to make yourself happy. Whatever you got to do, just make yourself happy. And she's like, get your routine back, start your little workout, whatever y'all do. If you do meditation in the morning, people wake up super early to do that, or go to the gym, or I know Ashton has her little pole dance and shit that she does. Like, see, everybody kind of has their own little thing that they do. We want to make sure that those things continue throughout the relationship. So that way, you have something as your own and you're not so codependent on that person to just make you happy. You have different aspects of your life that you're happy with versus actually, just being with this one person, that one person just being your everything. And, you just dependent. That's a lot of pressure on a person anyway. And you shouldn't even depend on somebody to be making you happy. You're supposed to be happy before you even get there, because that's going to be too much for them. What else should you do if you're, I guess, kind of like venturing off on your own and doing your own thing within the relationship? What other things do you suggest?
I mean, I think that's always going to be individualistic, right? Like whatever it is that you were doing beforehand. I think something that you said before, which was really important, was making sure that you have a partner who also supports those things and isn't trying to isolate you and just make it always like an us thing. Like you should have somebody who is like, hey, are you going to go hang out with so-and-so today? Or, hey, are you going to, work out today or whatever? And it doesn't always have to be together. Like it's cute to work out together, right? But like, for instance, I was always doing cardio. James was doing weightlifting. We're doing two totally different things. He likes to, work out in the morning. I'm not a morning person. And so with all of that in mind, it's just like, I'm still encouraging you to do your thing and reach your goals or whatever. And simultaneously making sure I'm doing mine, and then we always come together and be better. Right. But I think it's important, whatever your thing is, that the person who, is coming into your life is supporting you as an individual and doesn't always feel the need to be a part of every single thing. Supporting is one thing, but being like, we have to do this together is a little much.
Oh, okay. What about when a new Netflix series come on? Can you do that separately?
It depends. It's been some tussles about that shit where it's just like, okay. Well,
what about trying a new restaurant? You went there without me?
Trying a new restaurant is one thing, but it's like if we've established that this is our place and you take another motherfuckers there, I feel some type of way about that. I feel, girl, James took a bitch on a date to my motherfucking spot. I was like, you tell her, did you give me my props? I found that motherfucking spot. He was like, I'm not gonna tell her that you took. And I was like, all right, bro, but as long as you know, you better let me get a heads up on that shit. Don't be using my bright ideas, nigga. So,
And passing them off as his own.
right, wooing bitches on my dime. I told her, bitch, I was like, I'll take your bitch. I was like, you better quit playing with me.
Oh my gosh. No.
Stop playing with me.
Dude, why did I? Okay.
Yeah, you keep looking off the camera and looking at your phone. Come on.
I'm sorry. But I thought I had erased all my little notes and I was about to panic. I was about to say, bro, send me a text real quick. But, funny that you mentioned him trying to pass this little restaurant idea off as his own. Let me throw you another little scenario. We're gonna get into some scenarios, some little funny little scenarios. Let's do that.
Put me got a character on camera. What's the other scenario, nigga?
So, how do you feel? I did a post on Instagram about somebody had said that before you go on a date with your man, if you're going to be paying for the date,
that's already a red flag.
No, wait. If you're going to be paying for the date, you would give him the money prior to going in. That way it doesn't look like you're paying for the date. So you give him the money in hand and then it looks like he's still paying for the date in front of other people. Why you got your arms folded, bro?
No, man, you know it, but keep going.
That's it.
This is dumb.
Why you won't do it?
Why won't I give him the money?
Yeah, you don't want to make your man feel good and help us.
You just said I'm not responsible for another nigga happiness. I can't do none of that. No.
Wow. She said,
no, I cannot. I cannot give you money to save face. I cannot give you money at all. I'm so sorry. So sorry. Okay. You didn't want to answer that question?
I've done it.
So that he doesn't have to feel quote unquote less than in front of other people?
We had a conversation about it beforehand. And you know the person. We had a conversation. It was pretty deep.
Do I like this person?
Yeah.
Still don't like it?
No, I would. I was younger too, so. But I did it. I actually was like the person that get paid. So I was like,
then we're not going out. What are we doing? Help me. Because people say.
So when I put that poll
on, people end up being like, I'm like judgmental or I'm hard on it. It's because I genuinely don't understand that fucking thought process. So because it's not logical to me. If he didn't have the money, why didn't you stay the fuck at home until he had the money? So help me understand from your point of view, outside of the sob story that you got on the back end about whatever the fuck he was feeling, because you still could have stayed the fuck at home. Help me understand, because I do not get shit like that.
First of all, I was a kid.
You still had a thought process, nigga.
I don't give two fucks. Oh, no, for real though. We did have a conversation about it, and this person, I think me and my family was going out to eat. And and I invited this person and I was like, hey, I was like, hey, you want to go to the duh? And they was like, no, cause I ain't, got the bread to the duh.
Yeah.
And then, I was like, well, I'll take care of it. And it was like, I don't want to look like that in front of your family. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so I was like, well, I'm going to slide you my card. And then, it ain't shit. Like,
so we're clear that is not the scenario that was presented. The scenario that you posted, bitch, said that the nigga told you.
It was similar. That ain't similar, bro. That's me still handing somebody some money to fake like you paying for the shit. That's still the same.
No, see, this is what you and a lot of niggas don't understand about me and my thought process, because the whole thing about why and principle matters a whole lot more. So when you introduce the idea to your individual, what he said was no. Like, I don't like, he immediately was like, no, like if I can't go because I can't hold my own, basically. You were like, no, I still want you to go. He already said, hey, well, I'm not trying to look like that type of nigga or whatever.
Yeah.
And you pressed again and was like, I can just give you the money. Like, that doesn't, like, it basically you were saying your presence being there matters more than like this other shit.
Right.
That is different than a nigga being like, I can't cover this, so you ought to give me the money so I can look like a man in front of da-da-da-da-da. And you being like, okay, baby, I want my baby to look like a man in front of the people. having somebody have the expectation of
you know how to make me feel better. I'd be thinking like, damn, I did that shit. And then you be like, no, bitch, you didn't. You didn't do that
because
shit.
it's not the same thing. Like we can use brains and be like, okay, that is a separate situation than a nigga being like, I need to feel like a man, so you need to give me the money to pay for this.
Yeah, that scenario is a little bit more worse because he was like, if your woman pays for the date, give me the money ahead of time. So yeah, you're right. You're right.
He was setting it up to be like, I don't need my ego bruised, so you need to do this in order to da 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 da. Your individual wasn't saying that.
Okay. You're right. It's a little different. My bad.
And I still would have left it. So it's okay. Come out tonight, y'all. Y'all can beat him another time.
Shit.
I'm not.
And you guys, I just cared about his presence. So
I said that. I gave you that talking point, bitch. Don't you ever forget it.
Did. All right. Well, here goes another one. So what if you're with your significant other for maybe 6 months and they lose their job? Mm-hmm. And they're like, babe, can you help me out with this light bill? You got me? Why are you taking a deep breath?
Because I gotta have backstory. So 6 months officially together. How long have we like known each other? Like, have we been like, were we cool before? Like, what's the?
Let's do a total of 8 months. Let's do that. It ain't too crazy. It's a light bill.
But you know me. So my question is immediately gonna be,
yeah, when I say she has her hands gripped tight on her coins, tight. I mean tight on them coins. You hear me?
Because I don't understand, where's your support system? Like why, where are your family and
baby,
friends?
I'm with you. Help me out. I don't even want to tell my family I'm going through this right now, baby. Like,
you want to tell me?
You my bitch. We supposed to be ride or die. I'm trying to tell you about this fucking light bill. I ain't had no job. I need
never signed up to be a ride or die. Never signed up. That was never an application I filled out. Never been. So sorry, guys. I've never been a ride or die. Never. I will ride and ride and ride and ride. But the moment die, I gotta go. I gotta unclick my seatbelt. I'm getting the fuck out of the car. I've never been a ride or die. So sorry. No.
So you telling me if
is he not unemployed? What I can do as a used to be a social worker as well. I can give you like the links to the social services that can help with those. Because if you are unemployed, you're also getting unemployment checks, and then they will also help you.
You know, unemployment ain't shit, bro. The
also help you on your utilities. I can help you fill that out. I'll fill it out for you.
She's not giving you that money, bro. She not giving you the money, but she gonna provide the resources, but you're not getting them coins. That's what you're saying.
I'm helping you learn to fish. I'm not just giving you a fish.
You giving them the fishing pole. Go on out there.
Right. Let's do this together. I don't
man. Okay. All right. Okay. What about this?
You don't get to just jump to the next one. I'm so sorry, sweetheart. I didn't know we have to keep doing this back and forth thing, but I will let you make me speak and ask you. So in the same scenario, would you 6 months of dating, a couple months?
Come on, man. This is apples and oranges. Like, come on. How much is the bill?
You said light bill. You said the light bill ain't nothing. Use your own semantics. You gave me the detail.
That's what I'm gonna say. How much is it? How much is the bill? Because if it hit 2, I can't help you, and I need my money back.
Light bills be that high?
Bitch, in the summer, it's bad.
That's why James be like, don't touch the fucking thermostat. Oh, look at no light bill, bitch. I'm like, it's hot. That nigga done put 3 fans in my room. He like, don't touch the thermostat.
Guess what? I went to the studio one time, bitch. You know, they got their little thermostat on the wall. That shit must have been so high. Somebody put a sign on the thermostat that says, "Don't fucking touch this bitch."
Devastated.
I said, "What is this?" I said, "Oh, y'all sick of this shit?" Okay.
Yeah, bro. James fucking around and got the car where he could change it on his app. So it don't matter if I go in there and change that motherfucker.
He was like,
every night. Like, don't put that shit back.
He's sick of your shit.
And
look, you don't even know how much the light bill is.
I was about to say, I don't know how much that motherfucker costs.
No wonder. Look at you. No wonder she not paying no light bills. No wonder, y'all.
I pay the car notes, okay?
Oh shit, I'm so dead. All right. I don't know if you've experienced this. I don't know if you've experienced this yet, dating somebody with kids. I don't think I've ever heard you really.
That was my rule, bro. I was like, I don't date nobody with kids.
Damn, bro.
That was the
we
rule.
Older, bro. You gonna run across it. You know what? We're gonna wait.
You mean like now?
I'm saying we're gonna run across that scenario where you're gonna end up meeting somebody kids.
Yes, now. Back before I had kids, I didn't date people with kids.
At all.
At all. No.
Damn, you wasn't going.
At all. Because I knew myself. But now that I have a child, I'm I'm more open to that window.
You're a little bit more lenient. How many kids can they have? Your ass over there like, one, because I got one. How old are they? Are they almost out the house?
How old are they and how many mothers you have are better questions.
Yeah. When you got 3 baby mamas, I'm concerned.
Right. But also if your babies are like 2, like
3 5.
Well, I don't care if they're like, I mean, Jack's.
You should care. Yeah, but come on. Like, okay, we're gonna skip that one because that don't really apply because you ain't experienced that yet to where you have to really interact with somebody's kids. And
no, I haven't.
Okay.
But you have, so speak on it.
When they require supports.
What do you mean?
I be doing shit. I be doing little shit, you know.
What do you mean by support?
Just not really support, but like I guess you kind of want to have like some type of interaction and stuff like that. Like I say like last year, like in the relationship I was in, like, okay, Christmas, like I'm gonna get the kids something, or I'm gonna take the kids out, you know what I'm saying? Take all the kids out together, you know.
Okay.
Little shit like that. Which I don't know how most people are, but I had to max out. Like it's 2 for me. It's 2 is enough because I got 1. So in a perfect world, you have 2. I got 1, and if we got married, 1 more. You see what I'm saying? I might have just lied, but it could possibly happen. You know what I'm saying? So
you have to be like, so you're having another child?
Girl.
Interesting.
I ain't gonna lie. Don't hold your breath on that. If that you like, somebody would really have to convince me at that point because Okay. So, but when I was saying like support with the kid situation, just like being interactive with the kids and doing little shit with the kids, basically helping him because men, they be needing help with the kids. Like if they're with their mama and then they end up getting them, then I've seen that. I've been in multiple relations where I have seen that, you know what I'm saying? To where like, they don't know what the fuck to do when they get these kids. And then me just being a woman and a nurturer and all that shit like that, I'm willing to do that. But when you got so many, when you got too many, I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna have to opt out of this one. So, okay. Girl, your day is gonna come. Your day will come. Look at you. You over there like, bitch, don't hold your breath either.
Well, I mean, I'd be open to it. I would be open to it.
I was gonna touch on the last one as far as loaning money out, but it don't seem like you're interested in that at all.
It's just, I don't understand.
Not your friends either.
If my
Never asked you for no money.
No, you've never asked me for money. Have any of my friends ever asked me for money? I don't
think they know. Why? Because you probably be having this resting bitch face and be like,
but I will say this. I don't, because I don't recall any of my friends ever asking me for money. But if a friend did, I would be more likely to give to my friend. Because like I said, that's what I would have expected my partner to do. Like, go ask your friends and family, nigga, before you running up and asking me. And so as the friend of these people, like I would be a lot more likely, because I like, if my friends are asking, most of my friends, I won't say like prideful, but I would say my friends are people who have definitely done for themselves and tried for themselves. So if they are at the point where they're asking that, they would actually need it. Mm-hmm. And so like I wouldn't.
Would you go through the process being like, what you need it for? Would you do all that? I haven't done that. I don't do that.
Think so. But I feel like if anybody asked me, that they would already have said like, hey, this is what I needed for. I feel like the people that interact with would be like, look, blase, and would tell me off right anyway. I don't think I would ask. That feels like invading. Like I guess at that point it would depend like how much. So it's because whatever it is that I'm giving, while I hope I would get it back, obviously, but I wouldn't be holding my breath for. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm not going to give something that I can't.
You sound like Drake. You know, you never supposed to loan out what you can't, what you need right back. If you need right back, don't get that shit out.
Right. Because you ain't have it to give. But no, like I would be willing to do that for friends.
Okay. Y'all see how she came back? She recovered. Look how sweet she is.
Recovered? Girl, fuck them niggas that mad at me. Like giving a grown ass motherfucker money.
You get $20.
No. Where the fuck is your support system? How I become your sole support system, nigga, after 6 months? What the rest of your people at? Maybe you didn't ask them for money and that's why they ain't here no more.
He an orphan, bro. And he a loner.
This is all information I would have known beforehand because I asked good questions.
And you wouldn't have done this shit, huh? And you wouldn't have participated in this relationship.
Bitch, I could be with an orphan.
You ain't got no family. You ain't got no friends. No family. You can't call nobody.
The no family thing is understandable. The no friends thing, that's a little bit worse for me, in my opinion. If you ain't got family, like that's because like you can't choose your family, right? Like so it's maybe they toxic, maybe they're horrible, like whatever. So I don't put too much stock in that. But then you didn't go forth and create a family, like you didn't bond with nobody in school, in the neighborhood, like you don't have any
lasting friendships.
Yeah, that shit is a red flag.
Okay. Like nobody fucks with you? Why nobody don't fuck with you?
Why nobody don't fuck
with
you? Just like what some women say, like I know for a while, like we always had, each other for the most part. So I'm like, other motherfuckers, like other women who be like, oh, I don't fuck with bitches. I'd be like, it must be something shady about you because I don't got that many friends, but I have women who I like fuck with. Like,
you don't think they mean they don't fuck with bitches as far as like they just don't fuck with bitch? You know what I mean? They don't fuck with bitch. I don't really fuck with bitches like that. But I have my friends.
People are women.
You said what?
I said, but your closest friends are women.
What I mean by that is like, I don't just go out trying to be friends with women. Like
you don't go out trying to be friends with nobody.
Okay, yeah, I don't. All right, you're right. Somebody need to have a damn friend. If you ain't got a friend that's at least 10 plus years, I'm concerned because nobody likes you.
I don't even say 10 plus years because some people are like, what is it called? Like military families or whatever, like who like move around all the time and shit like that. So I ain't even gonna put a number on it, but I'm just like, you ought to have somebody who's close.
Yeah. Besides you, that can pay that light bill. I got you.
Why you have to do it like that?
I'm done. Anyway, we about to wrap this thing up, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to Aggressive Beauty Podcast. Again, comment, let us know what you thought about the episode. Subscribe and definitely follow the Instagram page aggressivebeauty_. And we are going to catch you guys next time. And remember, Beauty is pain, and so is the truth. Bye.